Guys, per what President John Dramani Mahama said during the Independence Day speech, is he going to align with Nkrumah's ideology, or what is he trying to tell us? Just listen. Let us listen to what he said.
For Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the founder of our nation, envisioned an industrialized, self-reliant Ghana, whose citizens have the highest standard of economic life and the greatest sense of self-esteem rooted in patriotism and Pan-African unity. But on February 24, 1966, a joint military and police coup d'etat shattered that dream, plunging Ghana into decades of instability and military takeovers. The verdict of history is now loud and clear. Declassified documents from the United States archives.
Now, as a patriotic citizen, the attention here is about Nkrumah's ideology. Has Nkrumah's ideology expired? The answer is no. Now, ever since Nkrumah left, or ever since Nkrumah was overthrown by the coup d'etat, no government was able to implement his ideology until Ignatius Kutu-Acheampong came and then take over. For Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's ideology was a 7-year development plan, which he initiated in 1964, which was to transform Ghana into a modern industrialized and socialist economy. Nkrumah's first objective was to industrialize Ghana, to reduce dependency on foreign goods and to create jobs. So he targeted on manufacturing, mining and construction, as how Dubai made it. His second development plan was to modernize agriculture, to ensure food security and to provide raw materials for industries. This includes mechanization, irrigation projects and to establish state farms. As we are talking, how many African countries have state farms? His third development plan was infrastructural development, which include building of energy projects like the Akosombo Dam, railways, ports and so many others. Nkrumah's fourth plan was to build education and healthcare with a focus on building schools, training teachers and expanding healthcare facilities. His fifth plan was to build social welfare to improve standard of living through housing projects, social services, welfare programs. His fifth plan was economic self-sufficiency. This plan was aimed to reduce Ghana's reliance on foreign aid and imports by developing local industries and increasing exports. The last plan was socialism and state control. This plan was rooted in socialist principle, with the state playing a central role in the economy through state-owned enterprises and centralized planning, as how Dubai, Qatar, and these Arabian countries are doing. But unfortunately for Nkrumah, in 1966, he was overthrown by some military men. But before Nkrumah was overthrown, Nkrumah has initiated several key projects aimed at transforming Ghana into a modern industrialized nation. Some of these projects include the Akosombo Dam, which is to provide us electricity, the Tema Harbor, which is to help us import and export goods and services, Tema Township, to create a planned industrial city near Tema Harbor, State Farm and Agricultural Cooperative, to modernize agriculture through mechanization and state-led initiatives. Educational institutions, to expand access to education and improve higher education. So he was able to establish University of Cape Coast to focus on training teachers and improving educational standard, and Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology to expand, reorganized to focus on science and technology. Even though Nkrumah's ideology was ambitious and transformative, but none of the subsequent leaders implemented it. None of them were able to take it into consideration until we had one called Ignatius Kutu-Acheampong, who came to resurrect Nkrumah's ideology, but unfortunately he was also overthrown by a military leader, Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings. But it seems President Mahama wants to implement Nkrumah's 7-year development plan ideology, and That is fantastic because Ghanaians are still enjoying Nkrumah's initiatives, which include the Akosomoda, Tema Harbour, and some of the great institutions in Ghana, which include the educational institutions.